Animal tissue is of 4 different types: epithelial tissue, connective tissue, nervous tissue, and muscular tissue. In today's video, we are going to study muscular tissue in detail. So let's get started. Muscular tissue. The muscular tissue of the body, or all the muscles of the body, they are made up of muscle cells. These muscle cells, they are elongated, due to which they are also called muscle fibers. Muscular tissue is made up of long, large-sized elongated cells called muscle cells. Because they are elongated and large, we call them muscle fibers. Muscular tissue is responsible to bring about movement in the entire body in different parts. So, depending on the location, structure, and occurrence, muscular tissue is divided into 3 types. This muscular tissue is of 3 types. First one is striated muscles. Second one is smooth muscles. And third one is cardiac muscles. Because they vary in function, their structure is different. Okay, first of all, we are going to study striated muscle in detail. See, striated muscle, as the name suggests, it is striped. Now, what do you mean by that? First of all, look at the structure. See, I'm going to make striated muscle. Just have a look at the structure, at the diagram, then you will understand why we call it striated muscle. Striated muscle is cylindrical, okay, these are cylindrical, these are unbranched, and in the striatal muscle you see alternate light and dark bands. Okay, these are the dark bands. In between you see there are light bands. So striated muscle means they are also called striped muscle because they show striation. They show these are dark bands, and in between you see light bands. Or we say they show striation, due to which they got the name striped muscles. Okay, and they have peripheral nucleus. They are multinucleated. You find many nuclei, due to which they are called multinucleated. And nucleus is not central; it is peripheral. It is just below this plasma membrane called sarcolemma. Okay, they are multinucleated. They have alternate light and dark bands. They are unbranched. They are cylindrical. They are non-tapering. Fine. Now, another name of striated muscle is skeletal muscles. Skeletal muscles. First, they are called striped because they have alternate light and dark bands. Then they are called skeletal muscles because they are connected with bone. They are attached to bone, due to which their functioning can be controlled. Next, they are also called voluntary muscles. Why they are called voluntary? Because we can control their working. They work according to our will. Like, see, if I want to make a fist, I can make. If I want to open my hand, I can do that. Similarly, if I want to bend my arm, I can do that. If I want to straighten my arm, I can do that. Because here in the arm, in the limbs, this striated muscle is there. Okay? So, due to which we can control their functioning. These muscles work according to our will. We can make it move, we can stop its movement. So, striated muscles are striped muscles because they show striation. They are skeletal because they are attached with bones. They are called voluntary muscles because their working is under our control. Now, the question comes, what is the function of these muscles and where do we find it? Function. The most important function of striated muscle is to control movement of our limbs. Our bicep tricep muscles are striated muscles. Okay, we can control its movement. And apart from this, it is also present in the tongue. We can control movement of our tongue. The striated muscles which are there in the tongue, in the diaphragm, in the upper part of esophagus, they are called visceral striated muscles. Because visceral organs means internal organs. They are called visceral striated muscles. Striated muscles of tongue, diaphragm, upper part of esophagus, they are called visceral striated muscles. So we can control their functioning. That's why they are called voluntary muscles. So quick. Now where do we find this? As I told you, it is there in the limbs, it is in the face, in the neck, in the body wall, and visceral striated muscles are in the tongue, in the upper part of esophagus, in the pharynx, and diaphragm. I hope this muscular tissue is clear to you. Okay, now dear students, we are going to study about second type of muscular tissue. We have done striated. Now we are going to study smooth muscle. Okay, smooth muscles are also called unstriated muscles. It is opposite to striated muscle. Unstriated means it does not show light and dark bands. They are also called visceral muscles. Visceral muscles. Visceral means they are present in all the visceral organs, all the internal organs of the body, except heart. In heart they are not there. Otherwise, in all the internal organs, they are present. They are also called involuntary muscles. Because we cannot control working of smooth muscles. They do not work according to our will. We cannot control, as we can control working of striated muscles, we cannot control functioning of smooth muscles. Now, let us look at the diagram. How do they look? First of all, these muscles, they occur in bundles. They do not occur single. They occur in bundles and they are tapering. They are spindle shaped. You know, spindle shape means they are broad from the middle and pointed from the ends. Okay? They occur in bundles, and these bundles of smooth muscles, they are connected by loose connective tissue. They have single nuclei. That means they are uninucleated, and nuclei is cigar-like. It's very long. Cigar-like nuclei is there. So they occur in bundles. They do not occur single. They are spindle shaped, or we can say they are tapering. Means they are pointed at ends. They are broad from middle. They have single nuclei. That is, they are called uninucleated. And one more thing. In the cytoplasm, that is, in the sarcoplasm of this muscle, we find thread-like structures. They run through the sarcoplasm. These structures, these contractile thread-like structures, these are called myofibrils. Myofibrils, this is nucleus, and this is entire cytoplasm, that is called sarcoplasm. Okay, so smooth muscles, they occur in bundles. These bundles are connected by, they are held together by loose connective tissue that we have done earlier. And this is big cigar-like nucleus is there in the center. Thread-like structures are called myofibrils. Now, where do we find? They are, as I told you, they are found in all visceral organs. That's why we got the name visceral muscle also. They are present in all the internal organs except heart. They are present in the stomach, in the intestine, in the entire alimentary canal, in uterus, ureters, blood vessels, and they are present in the iris of eyes. See, we cannot control blinking of our eyes. Can you control? No, we cannot do that. We can try, sometimes we try to hold, but we cannot control, because blinking of our eyes is not under our control. Because in the iris of eye there is smooth muscles, which is involuntary in action. We cannot keep our eyes open all the time. Automatically it blinks. Because Smooth muscles are involuntary in action. Now, what is the function of these muscles? They bring about movement in all the internal organs. Our eyes blink due to smooth muscles. Our food in the esophagus moves due to this only. Blood moves, our blood vessels, they become white because smooth muscles are present, and which automatically these movements are brought about in all these visceral organs. Okay, now what is the function of this muscle? It controls all involuntary movements. Yes, it controls all the involuntary movements, and they contract once, and that contraction, that movement remains for long time. Okay, as in case of striated muscle, they contract very fast, but they contract comparatively slow. They contract very fast and they got tired. Striated muscles need rest, but these muscles, they work for long time. They contract, and that effect of their contraction remains for long time. Okay, so I hope this muscle is clear to you. Now we are going to start next type of muscle, that is cardiac muscle. Okay, dear students, we have done striated muscles and smooth muscles. Now we are going to start third type of muscle, that is cardiac muscle. See, cardiac, as the name suggests, cardiac word is associated with heart. As you know, cardiologist means heart specialist. Wherever you find cardio word means we are talking about heart. Now, cardiac muscle means heart muscles. As I told you, we have done smooth muscles, their functioning was not controlled, they were involuntary. So cardiac muscles are also involuntary, but special muscles which make the wall of heart, they are called cardiac muscles. So cardiac muscles are the muscles of heart. Okay, now let us look at the diagram. They are branched. See, they occur in bundle. They are branched. See, these are this one cardiac cell. Cardiac muscles are made up of muscle cells. They occur in bundles. Actually, cardiac muscles show characteristics of both smooth and striated muscles. They show characteristics of both. See how? Because they are showing alternate light and dark bands, which is a characteristic of striated muscle. Okay? But like striated muscles, they are not multinucleated. They are uninucleated. This is each cell, and each cell has one nuclei only, and they show striation. Nucleus is central. See, and one more thing, they show link. They occur in branches. They show connection with each other by intercalated discs. Okay, everywhere they show connection. So, everywhere you show alternate light and dark bands. So, cardiac muscles, they show branches. They are connected with the help of intercalated disc. Intercalated disc. Each cell is uninucleated. They show striation like striated muscles. They are cylindrical. They are not spindle shaped like smooth muscle, but they are uninucleated like smooth muscles. Now, what is the function of cardiac muscle? As I told you, cardiac muscles are present in the wall of heart. So their basic function is to pump the heart, so that to bring about movement in the heart, so that blood can be pumped in the body. And these muscles, they work very fast and they work tirelessly. As I told you, that striated muscles also work very fast, but smooth muscles comparatively they work slowly. But cardiac muscles also work fast. I told you striated muscles, they get tired after, because they supply force to bring about movement in the limbs. They supply force to bring about locomotion, and they get tired. But cardiac muscles, they also work fast, but they work tirelessly. They do not need rest. Their walking starts from the early embryonic stages until death. They walk continually without taking any rest. Okay. So this is all about the structure, and if we talk about occurrence, they are present in the heart. Their basic function is to bring about contraction and relaxation in heart so that blood can be pumped in the entire body, and they walk tirelessly and they walk rhythmically and they walk very fast. Now we have done three types of muscle. Now let us note down the basic difference, because normally this question is asked, differentiate three types of muscles diagrammatically. If it is asked diagrammatically, means you have to just give the heading of striated, smooth and cardiac muscle, and you are supposed to make only diagram, okay, labeled diagram. But if it is asked simply that differentiate three type of muscle fibers, or sometimes name is given differentiate striated, smooth and cardiac muscle, then you are supposed to mention all the points on the basis of which these three differ. We are going to write same. We'll just write the headings. Difference in striated, smooth and cardiac muscle. Okay. The first one is striated muscle, then smooth, then is cardiac. We are going to differentiate these three muscles. First of all, striated muscle. They are cylindrical, yes, and they are tapering or spindle shaped. They are also cylindrical. Yes, that means first difference is on the basis of shape. Next is they are unbranched. They are also unbranched, but cardiac muscle is branched. Now, striated muscle, they have many nuclei. They are multinucleated. Smooth muscle, they are uninucleated. Similarly, cardiac muscle also uninucleated. Yes. Next difference is how do they walk? Striated muscles, they walk fast. Smooth muscles, they walk slowly. They show slow contraction and relaxation. Cardiac muscles also walk very fast. Next, we can control functioning of striated muscle. Means they are voluntary in action. These two are involuntary in action. Okay. So this is all about the differences in different type of muscles. I hope you understood muscular tissue very well, where they are found, what is the function, and why they are given different names. This is all about this chapter, this topic. In case of any query, you can ask me in the comment section. Thank you so much.